It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Razorbacks will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll go to the ground, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Owens. Sets up the screen. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get into a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Calls his own number. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
The give to the back. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
To the air, it's Owens. Makes the grab. Oh, what a caught. Gets away from one, finds some space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He steps out of bounds just short of the end zone, and they'll try to punch it in from there.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And in that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get...
There he goes! He's at the 40, the 20, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whooping!
Whooping, going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Creates a little room. Makes a pass to Marker. It's a seam wide open. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown Longhorns. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the extra point was good. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught on the outside. It's Tatum.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Arkansas.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. It's complete.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent...
Breaks into the open. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Direct snap. It's Tatum. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Loss of 3. 2nd down.
And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Working that wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the catch. It's Tatum. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10.
One back, baby, one back.
Wants to throw on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
He wants to throw it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Tatum.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Razorbacks have moved it inside the 20. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Timing just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Purdue. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They've got it again on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feel it. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. The 40. Past the 40. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy...
Ernie on the Jets. He's at the top. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Send that offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Out of the end zone. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, and he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be brought down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Tatum. Turning it on! They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and he can also hand it off to him. He can go
Wide open spaces. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Now, 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Got a man. It's Brown. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Quick strike complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense
gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, with a nice stop here.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This drive going from the 17. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Oh, they're after him. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. The 40. And he's dragged down interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Keys. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Looking to pass, it's Holstein. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
Here comes the Texas offense. He's got it on the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 8 over New Mexico State. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Send that offense back onto the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Back to the ground game on the left. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Holstein. A little release to the back. There he goes! Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Pratt. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's
hits the afterburners. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And one of the the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Tatum. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be dragged down. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. This is a designed run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Owens. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quarterback will keep it. Crosses the 45. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. First down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Marsh. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Longhorns are on the move. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. Games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. Got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Love the The thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And they converted the extra point with a little help from that left side upright. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Scanning the field. It's Holstein. Caught near the sideline. It's Brown. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet inbounds and secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man.
Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands. It's Brown. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. On the direct snap, it's Tatum. Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And here he comes out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He unleashes a long one. He's got it on the right. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot, and that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Now on the option. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. This one will be stopped for no gain. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. A designed run for the quarterback. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Dropping back, it's Owens. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Still on his feet. They finally make the stop.